All right, now these are the answers to worksheet day 251. We're doing the derivative of these. So for the first one, if I take the derivative, it's the derivative of natural log, which is 1 over whatever's inside of it, times the derivative of what's inside of which is 6x. 6x could be put on top or leave it, it's up to you. For number 2, we have the 4 on the 5x to the 4, so that 4 could be brought in front, and you could do it that way, or you can leave it and handle it in this fashion. We'll assume that you left it, and so we have natural log is the first thing we're going to do. We're going to 1 over 5x to the 4th power times the derivative of that, which will bring the 4 down, 5x to the 3rd, times the derivative of 5x, which is 5. So we'd have 25x to the 3rd over 5x to the 4th. Now this 5x to the 3rd could cancel 3 of those, and so we'd end up with 20 over 5x, which could work itself all the way down to 4 over x. So all of that there still just kind of comes down to here if you work it out. Number 3 is a product rule, so dy dx is going to be the derivative of x, which is 1 times square root of x squared minus 1 as is, plus x times the derivative of that, which is 1/2 x squared minus 1 to the negative 1/2 times 2x. Now that's up to you again. You could have the 2 and the half cancel. You could make it x squared over square root of x squared minus 1. That part's up to you. But this right here would be our product rule. And number 4, we're also going to have a product rule here. So our derivative will be a derivative of x squared, which is 2x, keep the natural log as is, plus x squared times the derivative. Derivative of natural log is 1 over 1 minus x squared times the derivative of what is inside, which is a negative 2x. For number 5, again, we have a product rule there. So dy dx will be derivative of 3x, which is 3. Leave the natural log of x squared alone, plus 3x times the derivative of that, which will be 1 over what was inside times the derivative of what's inside. Now if I were to simplify that, 2x, 3x makes 6x squared. The x squareds cancel, so I really just have this plus 6 if I do the simplification on it. But again, that's kind of up to you. Either one of those is fine. Number 6 is a quotient rule. I think it's the same as the one we had the other day. It's bottom times derivative of the top, which is 1 over t, minus top times derivative of the bottom, which is 2t over bottom squared. If you simplify, this would go to t minus 2t, natural log t. You could pull a t out, cancel 1 with the bottom, or leave it there. Number 7 is also a quotient rule. So we're going to go bottom times derivative of the top, which is 1, minus top times derivative of the bottom, which is 1 over x, over the bottom squared. Now this could become just 1 here, so you could do natural log of x minus 1 over natural log of x squared if you want, or you can just leave it, that's up to you. And then number 8, we got a chain rule here. This time natural log of 4x is inside the cube, so we're going to bring the 3 down, bring it to the 2nd power, times the derivative of natural log of 4x, which is 1 over 4x times 4. 4's cancel. You could have just this over x if you wanted, or leave it. That part's up to you. All right, then we were asked to find the equation of a tangent at a given point. So whenever we do tangent line, we have to think point, we have to think slope. So as far as this one goes, our point is 2 comma, we got to figure that out. So let's do f of 2. F of 2 is 2 cubed, which is 8 times natural log of 2. That's how we're going to write it, 8 natural log of 2. Okay? So now, to find the slope, I got to take the derivative. That's going to be a product rule here, so 3x squared times natural log of x plus x cubed times 1 over x. A little product rule there. If I simplify, that's going to be 3x squared natural log of x plus x squared. That's our derivative. All right. And now we're going to put 2 into that derivative. We're going to get 3 times 2 squared. That's 12 natural log 2 plus 4. 12 natural log 2 plus 4. So this looks weird, but this is how we're going to do it. It's going to be y minus 8 natural log 2 equals 12 natural log 2 plus 4 times x minus 2. Again, kind of strange, but that's how it works. Okay, so same thing for part B. I've got my point, got my slope. As far as the point goes, it's 1 comma. Let's figure out what the y would be. So f of 1 is 3 times 1 squared, so that's 3 minus natural log of 1. The natural log of 1 is 0, so it's just 3 then. Okay. As far as slope goes, let's take the derivative. So that's going to be 6x minus the derivative of natural log of x, which is 1 over x. If I put 1 into that, I get 6 minus 1, which is 5. So this one ends up being pretty easy. Y minus 3 equals 5 times x minus 1. So anytime we want a tangent line, we do the same thing for both of them. All right, so that's part 1. We'll do part 2 in just a second.